Hi, Bobby.
Yeah, hi. What are you doing?
About to eat our pre-show ramen.
Pre-show? What about the show? Hey?
Welcome to MsMojo. We've got the spotlight warming up and the champagne on ice, because today we're honoring just some of the pop culture that brought the mojo to 2025.
I love you. I love your movie. It's really good. It's not just diversity good. You're gonna win.
Oh, I love you so much. We're not gonna win, but I love you.
Biggest breakthrough. The entertainment industry is full of talented people who grind for years without taking their careers to the next level. So it's especially gratifying when we get to watch one of them finally get the recognition they deserve. Delroy Lindo is a great example here.
I'm still processing, if I'm really honest, but it's wonderful. And part of my response has to do with how positive everybody else's response has been. A lot of support.
This workhorse actor has spent 50 years turning in strong performances across film, TV, and theater. His Oscar nomination for Sinners feels well-deserved. But we want to shine a special spotlight on Teyana Taylor. If there's anyone who exemplifies what it means to be resilient, it has got to be Teyana Taylor. After an early career start choreographing for Beyoncé in 2006, she pursued her own music career only to be met with a lot of false starts.
I wanted to release my song, and it was called Swag, that I did when I was 15. This is before the word was even being used.
Yeah, you know,
now
we're kind of getting tired of that word.
Now it's overused, and now it's just like, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like my first album that was never put out was so ahead of its time.
Through sheer willpower, she carved a niche for herself, but eventually grew frustrated by lack of support from her label and pivoted her primary focus to acting. Despite several exceptional performances following the switch, she continued to fly a little under the radar, but 2025 changed that.
You didn't count on me. You didn't count on my fight. The message is clear. Free borders, free bodies, free choices, and free from f***ing fear.
Her portrayal of Perfidia in one battle after another was passionate, layered, and vulnerable, standing out even in a cast of serious acting heavyweights. It earned her multiple accolades, including a Golden Globe win and an Oscar nomination. We're happy to give Taylor her flowers here as well. Her talent and tenacity have more than earned it.
20 years in the game of just, pouring into others, and, it feels good to feel appreciated and seen and loved on,
Best Animated Film. Having long dominated the animation category at most major award shows, Disney entered the lists again in 2025 with a sequel to their 2016 Oscar winner, Zootopia.
This is not your worst idea.
Wow, that was almost a compliment.
Your worst idea is what you did with your ears.
The aptly titled Zootopia 2 was widely praised by critics and audiences alike for its wit and warmth, going on to be one of the biggest hits of the holiday season. But no animated film in 2025 could come close to the golden triumph of Kpop Demon Hunters. Released direct-to-streaming in June of 2025, it's clear no one expected this original story of a demon-slaying girl group to make much noise. But noise it made indeed, and its fans made even more.
Happy fans, happy whole moon!
An intriguing blend of ancient Korean folklore and modern K-culture, Kpop Demon Hunters immediately stood out for how fresh it felt. Of course, it didn't hurt that the story itself, which explored the ideas of shame, imperfection, and self-acceptance, proved to be universally relatable, or that the animation was incredible, or the main characters, allowed to be both badass warriors and flawed, sometimes goofy human beings, were so easy to fall in love with.
We're going to kick their butts! Yeah!
That's my girls! Not sure about this whole demon thing. I mean, they seem like nice people, but loving the energy!
Spending an unprecedented 15 weeks in the Netflix top 10, the film is, as of 2026, the most watched original film in the platform's history, and a sequel has already been greenlit. The future looks bright for this shining underdog.
I thought I wanted couch, but I think couch can wait.
Hi, everyone.
Ruby! Oh my gosh, I'm so the best.
Best Live Musical Performance. One of the best parts of live musical performance is how it can bring something totally new to the songs we love. Prior to the premiere of Wicked for Good, the cast appeared in a televised special entitled Wicked: One Wonderful Night, where the songs from the beloved show were performed with unique and beautiful new staging.
You'll be happy to be dancing through life.
And who could forget Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show? The supporting visuals offered clever social commentary, but watching Lamar put the final nail in the coffin of his feud with Drake scratched that special petty itch that even the best of us have.
Why you trolling like a, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
For larger-than-life spectacle, though, we could only give it to the Mayhem Ball in Rio de Janeiro. Lady Gaga's 2-hour extravaganza was packed full of all the things we expect from Mother Monster. Energetic choreography? Check. Inventive staging? Check. Eye-popping costumes? Check. Lady Gaga served it all while singing and dancing her lungs out, like the superhuman we suspect she might be. Through the ebb and flow of songs throughout the night, she was never giving one drop less than 110%. It was an electrifying reminder of why, after all these years, she remains one of the biggest names in the game. Best film you probably didn't see. As release windows get smaller and markets for certain types of movies contract, any given year is going to have some superb pieces of cinema that go completely under most people's radars.
Uncuff me!
That's not actually what you want. Because I don't think you know what you want. If you really thought about what you wanted, it wouldn't be what you wanted.
Sometimes they still manage to catch a little spotlight off award season, like the stunning, impressionistic Hamnet or the sharp and strange Begonia.
There's Andromedan code all over your Instagram. You're barely even hiding it. I mean, look at you. I'm supposed to believe you're a 45-year-old woman? Human woman?
On the opposite end of the spectrum, Kiss of the Spider-Woman went almost entirely unnoticed in spite of its incredible visual style and stellar lead performances. But perhaps one of the most unique films of 2025 is also, ironically, one of its most unsung. The Testament of Ann Lee is a revelation.
Not one ripple to break on our song, all is peace before us.
This experimental musical tells the story of the titular founder of the Shaker religious movement. The film uses the ecstatic worship practices of the historic sect to build its mesmerizing musical numbers. While the cinematography is a marvel, it's the intimacy that director Mona Fastvold achieves that is truly remarkable. We're drawn effortlessly inside of not just the scenes, but the emotions driving them. Whether in its moments of ecstasy or despair, Ann Lee makes the viewer feel everything intensely, due in no small part to Amanda Seyfried in the titular role.
Cry unto God, I'll never cease till my soul's filled with love, love is sweet.
Translated through her breathtaking performance, we find a character journey rooted in the past, but also powerfully resonant in the modern world. It's a spellbinding experience that should definitely make your future watch list. Most bingeable watch. 2025 marked the long-awaited return of several shows fans have been impatiently awaiting.
Welcome back, Marcus. In a minute.
Severance dropped its second season after a 3-year drought, immediately pulling audiences back into its twisting narrative. Likewise, Andor also returned after 3 years to close out its chapter of the Star Wars saga with a powerful, timely exploration of oppression and rebellion that was hailed as one of the best entries in the franchise's history.
I'm not sure how to thank you.
Make it worth it.
On the lighter side of things, The Summer I Turned Pretty's final season had its fans hooked and arguing over the central love triangle from beginning to end. But when it came to shows that kept viewers glued to the TVs, none was ever really going to beat out Stranger Things Season 5.
Is that,
Yeah.
you think she saw us?
Yeah.
One of the defining TV shows of the last decade, and the biggest hit in Netflix history, the final season was always going to be a big event. And the 3-year wait between seasons only added to the increasingly frenzied hype.
Through everyone and everything trying to hold you back and tear us apart because this is our year!
Season 5 dropped in 3 batches on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Eve, effectively making everyone's holiday plans for them. With 10 years of anticipation and fan expectations riding on it, it was probably inevitable that the end of Stranger Things would be divisive. But love it or hate it, almost everyone was watching. And we'll be back watching again just as soon as that 9th episode drops. It's coming any day now, we're sure of it.
There is a story that he can never tell. The story of the mage. Or at least not the real story.
Best song from a film. We know what you're expecting to hear. Golden from Kpop Demon Hunters has had an incredible run. We're not saying it isn't a great song. Is it the best from Kpop Demon Hunters, though?
I'm done hiding now, I'm shining like a
Rumi, are you okay? Do you need some water?
I just ate 5. I'm gonna take 5.
It might be the most popular, but on such a stacked soundtrack, it's got a lot of stiff competition. So what could possibly beat it? Well, Miley Cyrus's soaring Dream as One from Avatar certainly deserves some consideration.
Every time we dream as one.
Wicked made a respectable play for the title as well, adding 2 new songs to Part 2. The Girl in the Bubble is an especially nice showcase for Ariana Grande. But no, our vote goes somewhere else.
Something I've been wanting to tell you for a long time. It might hurt you. Hope you don't lose your mind.
I Lied to You is one of the most memorable components of Sinners, which is saying quite a lot. Starting off as a soulful blues song, it transforms when its beat drops out. All of a sudden, the blues become a spine onto which is grafted an eclectic blend of sounds. Rock and hip-hop join with gospel, tribal drumming, and even Chinese opera in a celebration of music's connective power. This intoxicating merging of genres, eras, and cultures is a sonic thesis statement on one of Sinners' primary themes, showing music as a living, adaptive entity that transcends all barriers, managing to sound both brand new and ancient all at once. I Lied to You will have goosebumps rolling over your entire body. If a single song really could penetrate time and space, this one might be it.
Somebody take me.
Biggest album. Bad Bunny kicked off 2025 well when he released his 6th studio album Debí Tirar Más Fotos in January. Its near-perfect critical ratings and strong chart performance made its eventual Grammy win seem like a no-brainer. And for many music fans, it remains the best of 2025.
Ya no tengo mi sol, me paso en la luna. Si te pienso me tiro de una.
The pop girls weren't going to let it go unchallenged, of course. Lady Gaga's Mayhem highlighted the best of her madcap creativity, while Lily Allen's West End Girl took listeners through a breakup with raw honesty and bold composition. And yet, nothing managed to match the impact of The Life of a Showgirl. Throughout her career, Taylor Swift has proven time and again that one of her greatest gifts is in reinvention. With The Life of a Showgirl, she blends elements of all her past selves to make an album that is, if nothing else, unique within her vast catalog. Tracks like The Fate of Ophelia and Opalite showcase her gifts as a lyricist, while Ruin the Friendship reminds us all of her prowess as a storyteller.
Wilted corsage dangles from my wrist. Over his shoulder, catch a glimpse and see.
Predictably, the album also generated plenty of discourse, with Cancelled and Actually Romantic stirring up plenty of drama. And Wood introduced a cheeky, love-dazed version of Swift that took plenty of listeners by surprise.
Forgive me, it sounds cocky. Hypnotize me and open my eyes.
Overall, this album isn't the critical darling of 2025. Even the Swifties are split on how they feel about it. But it was the biggest thing going in the pop music conversation, and something about it feels very suited to the year of its release. Time will tell where it falls in the scope of Swift's career, but for the time being, at least it gave us plenty to talk about.
I welcome the chaos. The rule of show business is if it's the first week of my album release and you are saying either my name or my album title, you're helping.
Best Hit Song. Okay, we'll admit up front that 2025 was an odd year for pop music. Considering we couldn't even agree on a song of the summer, there's no clear runaway winner. Heck, Cat's Eye's Gnarly, which seemed to rage bait its way to viral hit, might be the best illustration of pop music in 2025.
Oh my god, this song's so lit. Congratulations. Now you be like, gang. Gang, 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 gang.
Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl album wasn't without a candidate. The Fate of Ophelia charted well, and certainly features a catchy chorus. Sabrina Carpenter also returned. Manchild, the lead single off her album Man's Best Friend, evokes the breezy, retro style that sent her to the pop A-list with her previous album, and is a fun listen, even if it doesn't quite recapture the magic of Espresso. Alas, no. If it's magic we want, we suppose we just have to say the magic word. This single from Lady Gaga's Mayhem is everything that was great about her earlier career releases honed to perfection. An electropop dance beat pulses through the song, practically daring you not to move along with it. But variations between chorus and verse keep the energy changing and the listener engaged. There's also something a little dark in the production, something almost spooky that makes Abracadabra feel distinct from other synth-heavy tracks in Gaga's discography, almost like she's some kind of pop sorceress drawing us under her thrall. Not that we mind. Best Franchise Film. It was a year of both feast and famine in the franchise film game. While several legacy titles fell far short of expectations, others soared. Like Wicked for Good, which garnered softer critic scores than its previous entry, but was still an unquestioned success at the box office. James Cameron continued to wow audiences with another visually astonishing trip to Pandora and Avatar: Fire and Ash. And after several uneven years, the MCU pulled out 2 solid additions with Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four: First Steps. But look, up in the sky, it's the DCU with Superman.
Everybody okay? Hey buddy, eyes up here.
After the divisive handling of the DC Extended Universe, Warner Bros. Relaunched their superhero franchise with James Gunn's take on the Man of Steel in summer of 2025. And what better way to start over than to go back to basics?
Okay. What do you know about these biological parents of yours?
Just that they sent me here to serve humanity and to help the world to be a better place.
After years of grim and serious Superman films, the 2025 reboot was a breath of fresh air, featuring a story that was fun without feeling lightweight, and heartfelt without skewing corny. David Cornsweet proved a worthy successor to the House of L, bringing plenty of charm to the iconic hero, and serving as an excellent steward for the film's deeper themes of kindness and empathy. Plus, Superdog Crypto finally made his live-action film debut.
Hot damn.
What?
It's a flying dog.
Best Film Soundtrack. A great film soundtrack works as a flavoring that deepens and enhances the story on screen. Wicked had a lot of its heavy lifting done for it by the award-winning show tunes it imported from Broadway, but they undeniably elevate the movie all the same.
I do believe I have been changed for the better.
Mickey 17 stood out for a quirky, unexpected score that perfectly matched the quirky, ambitious film. And Sinners' blues and folk-infused music was the film's beating heart. Avatar: Fire and Ash is an immersive listening experience that works perfectly in tandem with the film's visuals. And Hamnet pulses with emotional poignancy, but one soundtrack still manages to take them all down.
It's a takedown, I'ma take you out and it ain't gonna stop.
Kpop Demon Hunters was an absolute juggernaut. Its songs achieved real-life chart success and penetrated deep into pop culture. Maybe that should have been a given coming out of a film about two superstar K-pop groups, but not since Let It Go has music from a film dominated in this way.
It is annoyingly catchy though. It's infectious.
Here, it's not just one breakout song, it's end-to-end bangers.
Knocking you out like a lullaby. Hear that sound ringing in your mind. Better sit down for the show, 'cause I'm gonna show you.
From the film's driving intro, How It's Done, to its anthemic closer, This Is What It Sounds Like, there are no skips. Golden still has the world in a chokehold, while Saja Boys' two songs Soda Pop and Your Idol prove that a boy group probably could collect enough souls to unleash doomsday if they put their minds to it.
You don't want me to save you. Now we running wild. Yeah, I'm all you need. I'ma be your idol. Bitching on the fame, cancel what I'm your idol.
These songs are all thoughtfully crafted and multi-dimensional, as well as being just fantastic pop tracks. If there's a honeymoon out there that still needs sealing, this soundtrack could do the trick, no question. Best comeback story. It's cool to see someone whose work we enjoyed in the past coming back for a new phase. Cameron Diaz lit up our screens in the 1990s and 2000s with her accessible comedic gifts. In 2025, she was back after a 10-year hiatus, and proving that she hadn't missed a step with the meta-titled Back in Action.
Mom, she's fine. It's not that bad.
Similarly, Hilary Duff, a staple of many a millennial teen's CD binder, released her first new music in 10 years with the single Mature. A full album is expected later in 2026. Coming back after a lengthy break is never easy exactly, but when you've got prior achievements to your name, it certainly helps. It's something else entirely if you've got to come back up from the bottom, which is why we're giving this category to EJ.
I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be.
The singer and songwriter was living every K-pop fan's dream when she signed on as a trainee at the storied SM Entertainment in 2003. But after a decade of training, she found herself dismissed from the program without debuting, and had to recalibrate the entire trajectory of her life.
I fell in love with the underground music scene of the SoundCloud scene. I taught myself how to produce on Ableton and make beats. And that's kind of how I started emoting myself through songwriting and beats.
EJ eventually became good enough to find success making hits for a number of successful K-pop artists. But a project called Kpop Demon Hunters would rocket her into the stratosphere. Not only did she write on most of the songs on the smash hit soundtrack, EJ provided the singing voice for main character Rumi.
Make it fear afraid to breathe till the dark beats alive. How it's done.
Hearing her hit those high notes is impressive enough. But as she's gotten opportunities to perform her work in person, the whole world has been left wondering how SM ever could have doubted her talent. As the song Golden racks up accolades, EJ has been at the center of it all, enjoying this well-earned victory. Finally, in her moment after a lifetime of hard work and setbacks, she shows us all how the comeback is done.
Now I'm here as a singer and a songwriter. And it's a dream come true to be part of a song that is helping other girls, other boys, and everyone from all ages to get through their hardship.
Best New TV Series. There were a lot of surprises to be found on TV in 2025, like that the medical drama could be made relevant again. Yet The Pit managed to resuscitate the genre with its gripping plotline playing out almost in real time across 15 episodes.
We need to talk about your numbers.
People we've saved.
Metrics.
Our door-to-balloon times beat federal standards.
I'm talking about press gaining scores. Patient satisfaction.
If they're still alive, they should be satisfied.
Pluribus also subverted expectations, bringing pitch-black humor and riveting performances to a fascinatingly original apocalypse scenario. And if you'd asked us a decade ago, we would not have bet that Seth Rogen would produce one of the most clever, insightful, and beautifully shot satires of modern Hollywood. Yet there's the studio doing all that and more.
Patty, it's all happening.
I know, isn't this exciting? It's so cool.
I mean, it's really happening.
I know, it's really exciting.
I always loved the Globes, but, especially when I was boozing, but being here as a nominee, it's on a whole other level.
Worthy choices all, but in terms of something that took over the cultural zeitgeist as both a great watch and a unique piece of TV, well, nothing breaks the ice quite like Heated Rivalry.
All right, boys, looking over here. Hey, flash me those numbers. Number 3's excited. There's 1. Where's number 2? There we go. Can I get a smile, please?
Based on the Game Changers book series by Rachel Reed, this Canadian production was an instant phenomenon. It follows 2 hockey players from opposing teams across multiple years as their on-ice rivalry thaws out in the steam behind closed doors. And it is very steamy.
I was just curious. And you make me curious.
It's rare to see 2 men on a TV screen given the freedom to depict intimacy the way they do in Heated Rivalry, but just as refreshing is the way the show holds on to its emotional honesty. The star-making performances of Connor Story and Hudson Williams both as a couple and as individuals sell these 2 men, their complex relationship, and their rich interiority in a way that makes it impossible not to root for them.
Не всегда только тебя. Я так сильно тебя люблю и не знаю, что с этим делать.
Well-written, beautifully performed, and paced for maximum yearning, Heated Rivalry is the surprise slam dunk of 2025. Or rather, the surprise slapshot. Most dominant pop culture presence. Yeah, we're not even going to pretend there was another choice here. Taylor Swift sailed into 2025 high on the history-making success of her Eras tour. She started off the year with multiple Grammy nominations for her 11th studio album, The Tortured Poets Department. And while she didn't win that night, she scored a massive personal coup in May.
I get a call from my mom, and she's like, you got your music. Yeah. And so sorry that it's literally been so long since this happened. It's every time I talk about it.
With the rights to her master recordings restored to her, Taylor finally had full control of her musical past, leaving her free to focus on the future. But it was still a shock to everyone when she announced her 12th studio album in August.
Brand new album.
We got TS12, baby!
The Life of a Showgirl dropped in October, instantly breaking records, topping charts, and setting new benchmarks of commercial success. And while she didn't immediately hop back on the road, in December she did release a 6-part docuseries taking her fans behind the scenes of the Eras tour.
Preparing for the acoustic set is something that I do because I don't want to just wing it, you know? Like, I want there to be a sense of quality. I would never just get up there and be like, guess I'll try something.
What's next? Oh, we're sure we'll be seeing plenty of Taylor in 2026. If for no other reason than her impending wedding to football player Travis Kelce is bound to keep people interested. When they announced their engagement on Instagram in August of 2025, it became one of the platform's top 10 most liked and shared posts. No matter where you looked in 2025, Taylor Swift was there. This showgirl knows how to make the whole world her stage. Best Film. 2025 was a particularly good year for movies. Across numerous genres and distribution models, there was no shortage of quality.
I just want you to know that I really appreciate and really admire everything that you're trying to do. And I'm glad that
I even got considered.
Family drama has dominated a lot of the spotlight, whether in the nuanced character study of sentimental value, the aching emotion of Hamnet, or the screwball action of one battle after another.
Go! Go! Forward! Slow down! Go! Forward, Bob! Go forward!
Meanwhile, horror fans have been thrilled to see movies like Weapons getting their due, and musical lovers have plenty to dig into, but at the intersection of them all sits Sinners.
We brought this with us from home. It's magic what we do. It's sacred.
Part Southern Gothic vampire horror, part social commentary, part surrealist musical fable. On paper, this film sounds like it's destined to go off the rails. Instead, it achieved the near impossible. A complex, compelling tapestry of characters, themes, and symbolism that film scholars will be unraveling for years to come that is also a thrilling popcorn movie.
They killed your brother. Made Stack one of them. My beau. Said they was gonna kill Lisa. If now ain't go time, then I don't know what is.
Anchored by two career-high performances from Michael B. Jordan as the twins Smoke and Stack, Sinners took big swings and wove intricate ideas into the fabric of its narrative, all while balancing atmosphere with action. In fact, every single element on screen is firing on all cylinders. It's impossible to put this film into any kind of a box, which is appropriate, because like its vampiric characters, Sinners is destined to live on long after this award season has passed.
This world already left you for dead. Won't let you build. Won't let you fellowship. We will do just that. Together. Forever.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
The most mojo. A category like this could mean anything, but what it really comes down to is being a game changer. Ryan Coogler didn't just direct what we consider to be the best movie of 2025, he went all in on it with a confidence that most people can't even hope to aspire to. Having found himself on the losing side of Hollywood economics in the past, Coogler wasn't playing around when he sat down to negotiate with Warner Brothers.
From a place that is very cognizant of capitalism.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and its effects. So I think that would be in my work, whether I thought about it consciously or I didn't.
Not only did he retain final cut of his film, ensuring his artistic vision would be uncompromised, but got first dollar gross. This means that he would immediately start earning a percentage of ticket profits before the studio had recouped the production costs. But his biggest get was undoubtedly his rights of ownership.
Now understand, it's the last dime you ever gonna see from us. And if we see you or any one of your clan buddies cross our property line, we're gonna kill them right where they stand.
In an unheard of win in modern Hollywood, Coogler ensured that 100% of the rights to Sinners and its merchandising, licensing, and associated projects would revert to him in 2050, 25 years after the film's release. When the film became an instant hit, Hollywood freaked out.
It was very controversial. So a lot of people were on the studio side were mad at Warner Brothers because it was like, oh, you're giving away this value, but that's an example of like using that leverage. It's like, okay, you figure this guy's so good and he's got this cast and this script so good, he's like, this is what I want. Change the business essentially.
A number of articles downplaying Sinners' achievements got a lot of side-eye as a potential attempt to slow the film's momentum, but it couldn't be done. Coogler bet big on his vision, his talent, and his potential, and to say it paid off would be an understatement. It goes beyond moxie. It is sheer, unadulterated mojo.
Ooh, Ryan, you just, oh yeah, I feel like this is it, man. Come on up here. We love you, bro. Come on, come get this award. Forget all that other stuff.
What were your favorites from 2025? Let us know in the comments.